Oh, good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's still morning, 10:15. So, have a little bit of coffee. Go on a road in a little bit. We're gonna take a little road trip with her. So here we go. Then this one works pretty good. This Yeti with this. This doesn't spill all over the place. The other one's all a mess, man. That's what's everything. So, just leaning back in my seat. So we took the seat out of the yellow submarine right now. The whole seat, bracket and everything. And since I've been taking them in and out, it's getting much easier. So it literally took me 5 minutes. We primed the frame, the whole frame for the yellow submarine, and then we're gonna put it with we're gonna have it sent out to get painted. And some industrial paint there, right? So I'm gonna do that later on. Maybe I'll put that in the Jeep, and we could drive over there to the shop and drop it off. That'd be a smart idea. We can get it back by the end of the day, and then we can reinstall it with the new seat behind me over in the corner right there, over there. So remember, if you ever want to buy some more tools, so I don't want to say anything bad, but like the other day I was selling a Ryobi tool. Yeah, I sold it, and the guy calls me back the next day when he went to use it. He's like, the tool's smoking like crazy, and whatever. I'm just gonna go out and buy another one. You pulled me a piece of crap. I said, I'm sorry. I just buy them, test them, put them out. I don't test them for hours, and yeah, I don't know if he abused it. It seemed like kind of like he's gonna really abuse these tools. And guess what? These Ryobis. This is the second one I've heard, or I've seen one smoke. Now this is the second one that smoked. I'm like, is it really that good of a tool? And he's like, I'm gonna go buy another one. I'm like, why don't you go buy it? A whole bunch of tools fell in my pocket. I said, why would you go buy another one? I mean, didn't you learn the lesson the first time? The second time? What are you gonna do? 3 times? 3 times you're a loser. I'm not calling you a loser, but I'm just saying my suggestion is don't buy that thing again. If you have all Ryobi, whatever, or maybe buy more of an industrial Ryobi instead of a Home Depot special, $40 special, Amazon special. Mine didn't last. I got screwed. I said, keep the tool. Here's your money back. I went over. I dropped off the money in the morning, and I kept on going. I had work to do. So we're going to put this seat in, and then we're going to take a little ride. I got transmitter just I'm not even doing anything, man. Today's just falling. Everything just falling apart. Transmitter is on the ground. And here's what it is. This is a transmitter that I just tape to the stem of this thing. So when I walk around, it can find a signal to the mic that's on me over in the corner here, so you can hear me speak a little clearer. And I tell you, I could barely, like, it sucks because I like to listen to radio. I like to get some things out there, videos, and copyright on is going crazy. So I gotta go text my wife. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave it as this, and then I gotta text her, because if I text it, sometimes it kicks me off this. So let me just finish my coffee a little bit. I don't want any much more coffee to go. And it looks like it's gonna rain, so this thing is kind of waterproof. Oh, let me show you what I did. It's pretty, actually, it was pretty cool. Let me bring it out. I'll show you. Oh, man, I got tools popping out of my pocket like crazy. Yeah, the heck with it. I'll get them later. So there's up. And so what I did last night, I'll show you what I did. Well, yesterday, I mean, at the end of the day, I started sanding. So I took a sanding block. I took 600 grit. Yeah, I took 2,500. It was laughing at me. It's like, I'm a little rougher than that, dude. So I took 2,500. I took a spot, like I use these as a squeegee, squeege it off, and then some paper towels. And I sanded the whole hood, not the fenders, just the hood and the cowl, just this part here. It's such bad shape. The paint's done. It's done. It's blue. It's supposed to be black. That's the mistake one. I want to keep this American flag. If everybody likes it, text me. Say, hey man, you got to keep that American flag. Now this, I don't know how old it is, and I'm like, no, don't do it. But my cousin Anthony said, You can put some kind of like spray glue, and then you gotta tape over it, and then you can spray it black. I'm not ready to paint this thing black. I got other work to do. We're gonna go trying to find another 6-cylinder. I have one guy that I'm gonna go look at. I don't know, maybe today. If I don't have enough to today or tomorrow, I'll have to text him and see if he's around. But first, I think it's drivable. If it's drivable, I don't have to hook up my winch, because then I gotta install the winch on the trailer. So we got a couple things going on. But so I sanded this down. Wet sand it with a little soap, a little water in here. Just start sanding one way, the best you can, and then and it says it's gonna rain. Now I gotta switch the trucks around by 12. So let's sand it like that and look at it, and you'll see high and low spots. If you see high and low spots, that's a dent. There's a dent there. There's a dent there. There's a couple of things on this one, but I'll fill them in, and maybe we can prime it. But for right now, we're just gonna keep. I compounded it. After I sanded it, I put some compound on it. That wasn't bringing it up. I put some. I'll show you what I put. All these different things on there. I put this as a cleaner one-step wax. I get it from Harbor Freight. I just wasn't cutting it. I put a high-tech yellow wax, a wax on it. It wasn't shining up again. So my old way of going back to things, I'll tell you what I did, and I know it's a no-no, but I'm telling you, this stuff works. It's a cheap way. It's like a clear coat. You spray this on, I sprayed it on, and the next day I come back, and then I just took a regular rag. Let me put that on. It's just tire shine, classic tire shine from Costco, man. Works good. And I sprayed everything. I just keep saturating all the parts, all the panels, everything. And the panels will start soaking in some of that. And then I just took a white like this. And then the next day, I came in and I just went over it really nice like this. Now there's not much of paint on it, but that's the best I could do, I think. So I opened the hood too, and I did all inside the grooves and around. So I did that, and then we're gonna put the seat in now. So, here's the seat down there. That's the passenger seat. Passenger seats are always in good shape. There's just one little hole, cigarette hole. It looks like a cigarette hole, probably a cigarette hole. Yeah, it might be just a regular hole from somebody with a screwdriver or something. But I'm gonna clean it up before I put it in. I mean, might as well clean things. I mean, and that one's gonna stay in up. So we're all done with the driver's seat on this side. And now this has the 4 holes. I think it should just go straight down. So what I'm gonna do over here, I'm gonna bring the seat over after I clean it up. And to clean those holes up, spray a little WD, so when you run the bolts straight through, we might even just grab those bolts, because the bolts were the stock bolts. Might as well put them in here and put new ones in that truck. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. No, maybe these, I'll leave the original bolts in there. One bolt wasn't the original, and that was a bolt and nut straight through the floor. The two on the one side, it was so easy. I just zipped them out. And the trick is, if you want to do, let me get rid of this message there. A trick to do, you take the bolt here out, no problem, like a 14 millimeter with a long extension, fold the seat to the front, zip out the back one. Nice and simple. And then this was, this hole here in the front was basically, it must have been rotted away or whatever, so there's nothing to grab on that one. This one seems like there's something there, so I'm gonna find out. We're gonna run bolts in there before we do it. And then there's one here that looks like I drilled a hole there. So we're gonna see how that bracket lines up with that. At least get like 2 or 3 and just take this thing for a ride. So we're gonna leave it there. Let me go clean the seats up. I'll be back in a little while. Bye.